I'm standing next to this illuminated tub, which is one of the most interesting things for kids to come and do here at the museum because it's interactive. They stand on this sensor here, which then activates a pump, which causes a current to form inside the tub. And so we can talk about gyres that form inside the oceans. In each one of these tubs, and there are 4 of them, there's a different type of plastic. In this first one here next to me, they're bottle taps. This helps us talk about all the different types of plastic that exists. There's not just one thing that's plastic, there are lots of different types. And the plastic that enters the ocean doesn't only float, because some is less dense than water and others are more dense than water. And a great example are bottles. The taps float, but the bottles actually sink because they're made out of PET, which is the density is greater than water. In the next tub, we have these filters. Filters that they kind of look like filters from a coffee maker, but they're not. They're filters that came from a wastewater treatment plant that broke around Naples. These filters were spit out into the water and then they started to move around the Mediterranean Sea, and the ones that we have here at the museum were actually collected from a beach here in Milazzo. This helps us talk about how these currents in the ocean, these currents in the Mediterranean, they transport things, not only plastic, but also nutrients and heat. They're really important for this ocean where we live on. It also makes the ocean one interconnected basin and not several separate ones. In the third tub, we have Q-tips. A lot of people say they look like lollipops, but they're Q-tips, and they're one of the things that were most commonly found on the beaches. But luckily, and this helps us have a sense of hope, a few years back in the EU, they made a new law which made it illegal to produce Q-tips out of plastic, and now they're only biodegradable, so it's easier for us to go shopping. And in the final tub, we have straws. And straws are a great example of single-use plastic. In Italian, it's monouso. And this helps us talk about the fact that why are we using plastic for something that we only use one time, when then could be in the environment forever. It degrades, it breaks into smaller pieces, but it's still there. And so this is another thing that luckily we're going in the right direction, because even single-use plastic is now slowly being substituted for things that are biodegradable. All right.